It is time to go super late model racing once again at the place your mama warned you about as we go through turn number 4. The mine and construction green flag waves. The Mike Duvall Memorial is green at Cherokee. 2 by 2, they're going to fly 3 wide in turn 2. Ross Bales up on the high side. Bales going to clear for that 3rd spot. Joyner right now your race leader, but here comes the little head knocker, Trent Ivey on that outside lane trying to get that groove to work. Ivey about a car length behind him, going to dedicate himself to that high side. Good battles through the field here early. Everybody jockeying for positions here. Joyner able to separate by about 3 car lengths, but Ivey going to close in on quarter entry. Joyner trying to settle in here, get a couple of laps clicked off. Right now the groove works its way back down to the low side. A couple of side-by-side positions further back. Jensen Ford in the 83 under attack from Taylor Puckett in the 17. 3 wide in turn 2. Fergie time up the hill. Chris Ferguson in that white number 22 machine. Cade Lowdy underneath him in the 126. Lowdy out of Rogersville, Tennessee. Up front, Ross Bales making some hay on the high side. Here comes Bales hard charging. Bales thought about poking the nose on Ivey. Ivey in the blue 88. Bales in that AK Race Cars number 11. Bales going to stick down to the low side once again. Here comes Zack Mitchell as well, trying to join that battle. Side by side into turn 1. Bales down to the low side. Tries to pull the crossover. Can he do it? No. Here comes Ivey. 3 wide. Mitchell down to the low side. Ivey somehow able to fend that position. Again, both these drivers right now battling for the runner-up 2nd spot. Joseph Joyner has taken off. He's got to love knowing they are battling behind him. Bales up the hill. Now Mitchell trying to go into that 3rd spot. Bales going to fight back. Here comes the Rock Hill bad boy, Ben Watkins in the white number 16 machine. Bales still dedicated to that high side, trying to make it work. It has been stronger right now than we have seen thus far today. That 10 machine, the Flying Floridian, he has done that today. Thus far, has been a Sunday drive here on a Sunday afternoon in Gaffney. Good battle here for that 2nd position, heating up now. Mitchell going to make it a 3-horse race. Zack Mitchell trying to come to life here, but here comes Ben Watkins. Watkins not going to let that 57 drift far away. Mitchell was so dominant in March, led all 50 laps, was fastest in about everything. Today has not quite had the same luck. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 2. Squeeze play there by Mitchell. Mitchell going to make sure that 16 can't get there. Brent Robinson now going to sneak behind Watkins. Battle for the lead, getting a little bit closer here. Trent Ivey, he's been fishing down low, not only on the bottom, but he is reeling in our race leader. Fergie slow in turn 3. Chris Ferguson, the bad luck going to continue for the 22. Hate to see that here. Leaders have caught the tail of the field. It was halfway that time, 20 down, 20 to go. Joseph Joyner, he has Trent Ivey reeling him in, 0.4 seconds. Ross Bales, Zack Mitchell not far behind him. About a half a second lead there for Joyner. Joyner now trying to get under Hayden Cowan in the 14 machine. Cowan not going to let him go by easily, just enough to pinch off that 10 machine where he can't quite get where he needs to. Here comes Trent Ivey, the little head knocker. He can taste the lead. These lapped cars are not going to give way. Joseph Joyner has still been stuck behind Hayden Cowan in the 14. Ivey able to click off a 1/10 of a second closer that time. Joyner has got to get around the 14 machine. He's going to do it that time. Now Ivey has to see if he can work his magic and get there. Oh, Ivey's going to lose a little bit of track position there. Joyner needing that breathing room. Coming to 11 to go this time. We have not seen a Salvage City caution flag thus far today. You got to wonder, will one come here? Sun is back out. The track continues to go from shade to sunshine. The sunshine is bright. 1 car off the pace in turn 3. Taylor Puckett in the 17. This could be a game changer here. Looks like Cade Lowdy also coming to the pits. Hunter Jordan going to try to see what he can catch up with. Lowdy down to the pit area here at Cherokee.
A flat right rear on the 126 of Cade Lowdy. His crew working hard to get that right rear changed. Laps winding down in this one. They are working frantically. Here comes the 14 of Hayden Cowan. He looks like to also have a right rear down. The 57 is Zack Mitchell down here also changing a right rear. That Coltman Farm 57 won the March Madness here just about a month and a half ago.
South Carolina race number 2 of the Cherokee Chief Series, looking for the green flag. Joseph Joyner going to guide the field off of turn 4 down the front stretch for all the marbles. The field dives into turn 1. We've already started seeing the rubber fall apart here. 3 wide further back. Zack Mitchell on the high side trying to make some stuff work. Can't quite get it here up front. Or in the middle here, you see Anthony Sanders in a big battle with Jensen Ford. Steve Benall in the thick of things as well. Joseph Joyner, he has led every lap thus far. All 35, hoping he can lead 5 more. Can the rubber hold up? Can he get that victory here at Cherokee Speedway? Joseph Joyner all the way from Milton, Florida, the Flying Floridian. 3 laps. Oh, one car slow, the Fresh Prince. Beckham Malone, contact with the outside wall and a flat right rear on the 23 machine. The driver to Rock Hill, South Carolina, the Fresh Prince, has troubles here and brings out the second Salvage City caution flag of the afternoon here at Cherokee Speedway. 10 machine rolling through the start zone. The mine and construction green flag back in the air. 3 laps remain for the Duvall Memorial. Joyner able to get the jump, about a car length gap between him and Trent Ivey, the little head knocker, riding in second. The boss, Ross Bell, still sits in third. Brent Robinson, Ben Watkins round out your top 5. Good battle into turn 3. Mitchell still on the high side with that fresh right rear, trying to make some business pick up here. He picks off 1 or 2, but has not been able to roar through the field like we had thought. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell already trying to break inside of the top 10, but it could be too little, too late. They'll be looking for the white flag, this time off of turn number 4. Joseph Joyner makes the trip from the Sunshine State of Florida. That Kubota number 10 machine, Capital Race Car, has been perfect all afternoon long. The final time down the backstretch, quickest in qualifying, dominant in his heat race. And today, he'll win it all. He'll lead it all. 40 laps. Joseph Joyner, Mike Duvall, winner at Cherokee Speedway.
Ladies and gentlemen, climbing out of the car, your Mike Duvall Memorial champion, the Flying Floridian, Joseph Joyner. It was smooth sailing early on in this one. Things got pretty spicy towards the end, though. How'd you hold on?
Man, just tried to keep this thing straight as we could. I seen they was having some flats, and I seen Mitchell come by with his flat, and I figured if anybody could get around here without making 40 laps without burning the tire off, it'd be him. And at that point, I kind of got worried because I knew we run 40 all the way in the rubber there, you know, and I just didn't know where we were at with rubber left, and I just tried to keep all the weight right here on this right front tire and try to keep from spinning the tires and sliding it through the middle there, and hey, we made it through the end there. I think looking at it, looks like we got some left, so we'll take it, and hey, praise Jesus, man, this is awesome.
What does it mean to have your name on the list of Mike Duvall Memorial winners?
Man, it's awesome. It's I'll tell you, it's something else to be able to do this, you know, and man, I don't know, it's something else, and hopefully we can keep getting our name on the list of winners on other races going forward. But yeah, it's something special, man. We're really thankful for it, and glad we're able to be able to compete and do this at a high level. You know, it's really cool, and thankful, like I said.
We still got a few more trips to Cherokee this season. How pumped are you to come back to this place after a second and now a win?
We ain't got one here next week or what? No, I mean, this is awesome. Like I said, I mean, that was qualifying and winning the heat was the main deal tonight, and getting on pole this thing. You know, it was pretty latched down there all night, or all feature there. So, you know, being on pole certainly helped, and we had to, you know, somebody had to win the race, and at the end of the day, we were the fastest there earlier, and they put ourselves in position. So, you know, we're thankful for it, and anytime they have a race here, I'll be glad to come back. You know.
Over the next month and a half or so, you guys have a really busy schedule. Where's the confidence at?
Man, it's through the roof. I mean, we won at Southern Raceway the other week in kind of the same situation, the same conditions, and now here, and you know, this, you know, it's something else when you go to race somewhere that, you know, isn't rubbered up like this. But you know, I think our balance is good. That's the main thing. Is the race car will go around the racetrack in any condition, if it in rubber or slick, or the racetrack's hooked up, and our balance is really good right now. So yeah, our confidence is up and balance is good. Everybody's getting along. Everybody's jiving, and I'm thankful for it. I'm just glad to be able to do this. And like I said, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight or today and hanging out with us. And everybody watching on TV, thanks for tuning in. And hey, this is awesome.
What do you want to thank before we're done here?
Yeah, no doubt. I got to thank for sure all the crew, Dusty and Tucker and TC and Jonathan, you know, Luke, everybody that helps us there in the shop. Those guys do a really good job and keep me, you know, where I ain't got to worry about nothing falling off this thing. They do a really good job of making sure everything's right, and all I got to do is go drive it. And TC does a really good job making sure this thing's fast. He's got us tuned up pretty good here. So hats off to Capital, too, for building a really good car, and Shane and Chad and Marshall, everybody there. And Kubota Tractor, Kubota Genuine Parts for all their help, Base Racing Fuel, Trading Paints, North Shore Boat Storage, Dirt Car Lift, Dirt Track Bank, Schoenfeld Headers, XS Power Batteries, Stealth Carburetors, QA1 Drive Shaft. Let me look at this thing real quick. FK Rod Ends, 5-Star Bodies, Gorsuch Performance. They hooked me up on some brakes. I was having some brake problems there a few weeks ago, and they come through and really helped me out, help my brake program turned around. And those guys are really good at what they do there at Gorsuch Performance. Swift Springs, NRC Oil Pumps. We got like I said, a whole list of people here that help us out. Weir's Machine and Earnhardt Technologies Group. It's just awesome, and I'm thankful for every one of them, and glad we can stand here and talk to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Mike Duvall Memorial Champion, the Flying Floridian, Joseph Joyner. We are now standing here with second place finisher Trent Ivey. Trent, obviously a second's not what you're looking for, especially at Cherokee. But after how March Madness went, you cannot be disappointed standing up here tonight.
No, not at all, especially how the day started for us, too. Driver was terrible. But anyway, congrats to Joseph and Ross. We had a good race. It was clean. Nobody got wrecked, tore up. So tires still up 188 over there. So we had a good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, your second place finisher, the little head knocker, Trent Ivey. Ross, a podium finish for you guys. You look pretty solid throughout 2025. How you feeling right now?
Yeah, we're happy to finally get a good run. We started off really good at the beginning of the year, and then we've hit some growing pains, but I think we're starting to get it dialed in. I just got to thank Austin and Perry and Jackson and Trey and Andrew and everybody that helped us today, and wife and little boy for coming, all these fans for coming out. They did the best they could with the track, it being a day race and everything, but third place run, I'm not mad at it.
Can't be mad at that at all. Ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher, Hells Bells, Ross Bales.